Oh boy, it feels as though it's been a while since I've done a Superman and Lois review. But here we are. And what an episode last episode was. So, first off, I'm kind of sick and tired of the whole Sarah and Jordan relationship dynamic. It's kind of like along the lines of he's chasing after her and she just wants to be friends, but he wants to be more than friends, and she kind of still eggs him along. It's a completely toxic relationship, and I feel as though the relationship is running its course with me, to the point where I'm just exasperated anytime both of them are on screen together, because the teen angst gets dialed up to 100 and instantaneously tilts me. But let us talk about the disrespect that happened this episode, because your boy Kyle got the highest level of disrespect anybody could ever receive. Because you know Kyle, he's the firefighter, the handsome, dashing hero of Smallville, walking around as king shit. And during that scene where Clark walks into the diner and he holds down that dude and he's like, oh my god, can't believe you had that in you. So he came to the Kent farm with a I'm bigger and badder than Clark Kent mentality. And when he got hit with the 2-finger knockback shuffle, the look on his face, I had to pause and then I had to zoom in, because the look on his face is frigging hilarious. That is the look of a man who thought he was an alpha running into a being beyond his comprehension, where he suddenly realized, damn, I was never an alpha at all. Maybe this entire time, I was the most beta-est person in all of Smallville. Who is this man? Did he really just flick me back with 2 fingers? Hey, yo, Clark Kent is about... What if at that moment, Kyle realized that Clark Kent had that dog in him, and he wasn't a dog. He wasn't even in the same league. He looked terrified. The man was shook. He was 100% sure that Clark was about to backhand him into oblivion. And I'm really digging the way that Superman and Lois deals with reveals. Because when you watch a show like The Flash, every single episode he's revealing his identity to an enemy, or someone that he just met 5 minutes ago, or a future enemy, or something else that's going on over here. Everyone in Central City knows who the Flash is. But Superman's identity is a really closely guarded secret. And I like the fact that they play on how it affects the people and the people around them. Kyle's girlfriend, Missy? Not Missy. Damn, I completely forgot her name. I can perfectly see her, but when I need a name, I forget it. But she knows his secret. Here's the problem. Chrissy. Wow, there we go. She knows the secret. Here's the problem. It's not her secret to tell. So there's a level of anguish where she has to kind of play down the story that he wants to run by her about someone with superpowers running back and forth in Smallville, putting out all of these disasters. Then he goes and he has that big blow up with both Lana and Sarah, and they're holding back, and he sees that they're also not telling him everything that's going on. It feeds into his anger, but at the same time, it's not their secret to tell, so they can't tell the secret. He arrives at the location where the secret is. He thinks the secret is Jordan. Surprisingly, after 2 seasons, Jordan still does not have any powers. I don't know why we're here, but I'm hoping eventually they give my boy something, because he has been struggling. He needs help. If anybody in this family needs superpowers in order to operate, it's him. Well, not Jordan, Jonathan. And Clark confronts him. And I like the way that it's Clark trying to talk him down until he tries to physically get past Clark to get to the kids. Dad mode activates. Dad mode is backed up by Superman mode, and he gets flicked away. And he's like, I have to go. I will come see you later so that we can talk. And he just rockets up into the sky and he flies away. And it's the look of shock and disbelief on somebody's face, like everything that's been going on here for the last 3 years suddenly makes sense. Superman moved into Smallville and he brought all his Metropolis bullshit with him. Absolutely love it. I love the relationship between Lois and Bruno's wife, where she is a stone cold killer, but her soft spot is her son. her going through cancer and her also going through this difficult thing with Lois has kind of forced her to basically form a bond. Her first bond outside of her relationship with Bruno and her son, Matteo. That's great, because there's that moment where she could definitely kill Lois and she opts not to. She just blasts through the door and gets the hell out of the facility. Also, I'm kind of sad at the fact that Bruno's son decided to like side with him, but at the exact same time, if it was my mother being held in the government facility and she had superpowers and I knew that if I injected her with this thing that she was going to be able to get out of there and come back into my life, I'd also take that heat. Like I'd bite that bullet and also do whatever it took to get my mother out of that situation. So I can understand the pressure that he was basically under. But I like how both of the relationships basically play not even devil's advocate. It's basically two sides of the same coin, or they're dark mirrors of each other, where Bruno's willing to do anything for his wife and also do anything to protect his son. You also see Clark and Lois basically wanting to do whatever it takes to protect their kids and their secret identities, while also basically meeting out both sides' own version of justice, where Bruno believes that he has to go to these extremes in order to save and protect his environment, and then Clark realized he has to go to extremes to protect not only his family, his secret identity, but basically the entire world of Metropolis at large. I like these themes that Superman and Lois throws out there. Those themes are dope as hell. When is Bizarro Superman gonna wake up? He has been sleeping in that chair for about 3 episodes now. Somebody wake him up, because I already know when he wakes up, he's going to go ham. And I'm wondering whether or not when he wakes up, he's going to be the reason why Pretea? I can't remember her name. Bruno Mannheim's wife. If he's going to be the one that kills her and then ends up being the big bad, or if when Lex Luthor comes back, Luthor is going to discover him or accidentally release him, and then that's going to be the final big bad that Superman has to take down at the end of the season. But we'll see. Like it's I know I've been like completely out of the loop in regards to Superman and Lois content. It's been a while, but man, when I say that it is a fantastic journey when you're able to sit down and just watch the show, it never lets you down. It really is the final shining gem of the Arrowverse. And now that I'm hearing whispers that people who've played characters in the past are going to start popping up in this show, like the Flash, like the Green Arrow, but they're not going to be the ones from the Arrowverse proper. It's going to be this world's incarnation of those characters. I'm 100% here for it. I'm going to have a blast with it. But let me know what you thought about Superman and Lois. Comment down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.